Today is Thursday, October 8th, 2020, and today I'm thinking about the eyes. Matthew chapter 6, verses 22 and 23. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? And I think it's something that we've all had since we were little, just the ability to look at somebody and especially their eyes and gauge if this person is evil or nice or many possibly infested by demons. Some people just look demonic, not even just like, oh, that's a nasty person. Some people just look demonic in nature, and especially the types of people that they prop up as being a holy person. They love that idea of, oh, we're going to take the most demonic looking person and prop them up as some sort of holy person. Think of it as Mother Teresa too, is just a terrifying looking creature, and they try to tell you that they're this amazing person. Same thing with this. If you saw this video, if you've seen this video, the way that this person's eyes, they do light up, but in a scary, demonic way. And they probably choose this person to be this TV persona of someone religious because they know that they just exude that demonic look. And I think it's part of getting us to stop trusting our instincts. And another one with this is that these people are all surrounding us. I don't even like looking at my dad in the eyes because my dad has soulless looking eyes and also has a wonky eye, a dead eye, which is getting at this verse. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. It seems like there's an occult practice, an occult ritual out there that is way more common than you would ever believe, that involves, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think that they keep their eye, but they pierce through it somehow. These days, it's probably done in a hospital type setting, but they somehow mess up one of their eyes, and you're surrounded by people that have these dead eyes. And I think it is often their right eye. With my dad, his right eye looks dead, like a dead eye. And I have a lot of just little theories about this. Like maybe the demons that infest these people can use the dead eye better than another functioning eye. I don't know exactly what's going on. I think it has to do something with the oaths that these people take. They take a bunch of oaths, and this eye thing, it means that they're really deeply entrenched in the cult. So this was Matthew chapter 5, verse 29. You would be surprised how realistic looking fake eyes are. But a lot of the times, I don't think these people have fake eyes. I think it's still their eye. It's just that they surgically have blinded themselves in that eye. Here are some cool old things. And look at the white hands. This is from 1938, and this person has hormone abuse signs. The hands look white. That's what happens to people who abuse hormones. This was just kind of interesting. You can pause this and read it if you want. It's talking about historical, I don't believe the dates that they assign any of this stuff, but talking about somebody with a gold fake eye with gold thread. Sounds very interesting. So you can pause and read that if you want. Something that I've noticed about these people with the fake eye, or it's not always a fake eye. I think oftentimes it is, they still have their eye. They've just had it surgically altered in some way so they can't see out of it anymore, or their vision's greatly diminished out of it. But they seem to be very photosensitive. I've noticed that my dad's like this, and also they have depth perception issues. My dad is constantly running into objects. My whole life I've known that my dad hates bright lights, like has been obsessed with turning all the lights out in the house when it's nighttime. And I just know that my dad is very photosensitive and runs into objects quite frequently. And I know other people that have these crazy wonky eyes that have vision issues. I actually just very recently talked to one of these people about it, and they had some story. They said something about how in their childhood, blah 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 blah. They just try to brush it off. But I have another story about an eye thing that's more recent. So I have a cousin who was a part of this bizarre psyop. I talk about this all the time about how Masons, they perform these psyops in day-to-day lives all the time. And many psyops were performed on me by my family. And just a cousin of mine was a part of this huge event. And the details seemed very strange. 7 people were involved in it, and they ended up in the hospital and ended up having problems with their eye. And the one thing that I'll say about this, I asked my mom about it because I guess she went and visited him. So I asked her for details, and it turns out that while in the hospital, the cousin of mine who was in this psyop and lost their eye or whatever, they didn't lose their eye completely, but they had surgery done. I asked my mom if they were like in a good mood and stuff, and she said that yeah, they were in a great mood, and they were flipping through looking at a bunch of different RVs of they wanted to buy an RV now. How is that a natural reaction? You're a part of this crazy event, you land in the hospital, and someone goes and visits you, and the person in the hospital is just in a super cheery and a great mood, and flipping through looking at RVs to buy. So there you go. Put the pieces together however you want to. That's just a story from my life. We have this weird saying, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. And I talked before about oath. These people take oaths. It's probably what the meme is with, this is just a big meme in the media to show these people with one eye that's messed up. And of course we have this type of symbolism. Look at this bozo. Probably went through the eye ceremony. Some of them, they don't get a fake eye. Like I said, Bill Cosby would just be an example. And look, the right eye. And it's damaged. Kind of related to this, but not necessarily this eye ritual, is Picasso, very famous for painting these people with the eyes off kilter. And it's a sign of hormone abuse. Look, it's just a female on T. It's very clear that's a female on testosterone. And look how wonky the eyes are. And they get this sickness about the eyes. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of a darkness underneath the eye. It gets this smudgy... Do you see the darkness around the eyes? It's from tea abuse. No Adam's apple. That's it. Thinking about eyes today. Oh, another thing. The bags under the eyes like this means you're dealing with a sodomite. And it's kind of sad because the whole thing about pandas, if you know about the pandas being involved with little children, it is unfortunately a sign of abuse. They often drug and abuse the children, and it gives a darkness about the eyes. That's the whole thing with the panda. Alright, so that's it for this video. It's just a big topic. You can see the sickness in people's eyes all around you and in your day-to-day life, and you need to trust your instincts. If you look at somebody and they look demonic, it's probably because they're demonic. God bless everyone.